Hello again and welcome to the continuation of my playthrough of Besieged, messing around with silly machines that don't always necessarily work exactly as I would like. I know it may seem a bit dull that I keep reusing this same contraption over and over, but honestly it's simple. I do like that. And why did I delete that? What I do want to do, however, is make a slight modification, put in a second set of these fans, but slow the rotational speed down sufficiently that it'll be more akin to engaging hover mode rather than altitude adjust. So if I set the inner to P, so P is going to be hover mode. I'll try a 0.5 to begin with. See, I'm not quite sure how fast these will have to rotate to counter the upward thrust of the balloons. So we'll try 0.5 and then tweak the settings from there. Just zoom out so we can see. Right, so O still brings it down, P is still bringing it down, just not as quickly. So let's bring them down to say 0.2 perhaps. I mean, you're not going to need a huge amount of thrust to counter. The issue is you have to have 4 because they have to be equally balanced, otherwise the whole thing tips over and explodes. I found that out when I was experimenting with machines. So O is still down. PEC now, that's not quite sufficient thrust. Let's try 0.3. I know it's gripping viewing. Gripping. But then let's face it, no one's going to watch these videos expecting anything too fascinating. I mean, it is Besiege after all. If you don't like slowly tweaking with things, this is really not your sort of game. But if you do like slowly tweaking with things, I highly recommend you pick it up on Steam. It's still in early access. The creators are still adding bits as they go. Oh, I think no, it's not quite hovering yet. So close to being there. It's still not exactly hovering, but I think that's about as close as we're going to get. It is still going down ever so slightly. That's as close as we're going to get to an actual hover mode, I think, for this particular contraption. So what we need now is an grabber. Do I really want to use pistons? No, I just want a basic grabber. V to drop object, yeah, that'll be fine. Right, so first of all let's just get it to an appropriate height. I think that'll do. Now while the P holds that down, I have to swap using my right hand to reposition the camera. ACP is definitely still bringing it down. Still isn't quite a hover mode. But it's not quite as much thrust as the O key was. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Touch more forward. Oh, no, too much. I think we have it. But we don't actually have sufficient lift to take it anywhere. Oh, this could be bad. Crunch, crunch, hop. Come on, drag it along the ground. Come on. Oh, you beauty. Look at that. That's perfection, that is. She just needs to go a little more across just to shift it. Oh no. No, all I'm doing there is crashing it. Funk. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not going to go any further. Really needed the momentum. But hey, worked first time. And of course you can always release. I mean, that was pretty much as dead on as you're possibly going to get, isn't it? Let's be honest. So, next zone. Cut down the crops. This looks like one that isn't going to be for flying. Or is it? Where's the trap? Where are the exploding balls of doom? There's bound to be some. Okay, well, what I'm going to do first is save that as... No, didn't want Balloon 2. And then we will load up one of our standards. Drop it onto the floor. So we're just cutting crops, are we? Okay, that should be easily achievable. Let's just drag it back a tad. Maybe place a block down. And across like so. And across like so. In fact, we'll go across twice. It's going to require some counterbalance, I think. I know it's not the prettiest way of doing it, but it works. There's my older mechanical assembly instructor used to tell me. Doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work. I know I'd seen a plough here somewhere. Why are you not? Really? Really? Like that, is it? Yeah, we'll ever go up there, so what we'll do is X out all of this. Drop a thing on there. I said drop a thing, there we go. On there. And a thing on there. Okay then, let's see if that works. It's only cutting. Oh, no. Ah. It needs to be bladed. Okay then. Alright. Well, if it needs to be bladed, you know what that calls for, don't you? Our old friend, the circular saw. Is that too close to the wheel there? Apparently so. Is it too close? Oh, this camera. It is, so I'll X all of this out. Probably could do with some bracing actually. And when I say some bracing, oh dear, oh lost the wheel, okie doke. It's amazing how fragile these wheels are. Tell you what I will do. Stick some powered wheels on it. Now I'm sure that'll be fine. I don't understand how these wheels are breaking. It's the farmers. I wonder if I were to... I'm not sure I'm going to have the clearance for this because of those circular saws. Yep, looks like they'll fit. Ish. I mean, it's going to be ugly as sin. But just to prevent those bloody farmers from dropping in underneath them. Those bloody farmers. They are actually... Yes, they are actually attacking the wheels. That's interesting. Okay. That's very interesting. Didn't realise they could do that. No. Can't quite see a goddamn thing. Did that attach? No. that's going to be somewhat trickier for them to get to, isn't it? And then the same on here. How did I brace that? I mean, not that I'm expecting it to need a huge amount of bracing. It's not really going to be load bearing, is it? I mean, I admit I'm impressed that the AI is actually bothering to attack. And they haven't bothered previously at any point. Whoa, what the hell happened there? Jesus, those farmers are indestructible. Seriously, I'm hitting them with me. Oh no, that one actually died. This is going to require a complete rethink. Okay then, you bastards. Intersection. There's always one, isn't there? Let's just massively overbuild this, shall we? What's wrong with you? What's the fucking problem here? Seriously, what? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have space to stick circular saws at the back as well, am I? No. Okay. Fine, let's make a slightly smaller. Yes, this is a smaller initial layout. Okay. Wow, they do smash through those things easily, don't they? Right. Point is, that is at least there. Maybe I would have been off with another flying conveyance. No, but we will at least attempt. Ooh, camera angles, extreme. Bright side, at least they don't have any arrows. How the hell are they getting under it? Seriously, how are they getting under this thing? Yeah, it just doesn't even seem possible that they could do so. Doing that. Okay. Seems a bit spurious to me, but there you go. Now if that goes there, there's no longer sufficient clearance. So it has to be single blocks. As I said, it does seem rather spurious to me that they're able to just magically duck under there, but let's see if they're still able to duck under that. Right, they're no longer able to duck under, that's an improvement. So let's you can always add armour. It's just a case of being able to kill the bastards. Obviously this is going to need a shitload of bracing and such, but don't worry about that once we've got basic survivability. Now we're going to use saw. And then we armour plate the entire thing. Except of course we can't, because it doesn't actually work like that. That would be far too easy. Guess who forgot to brace everything? I'll just have to brace the top. Now can they still run underneath it? No, they cannot. They can, however, still manage to hack their way through. That is impressive. Still, let's just give it a bit of a go. It's going to take them a while to hack their way through it all, isn't it? Oh, did one get under me again? No? No, we'll just randomly decided to break, because that's super helpful. Okay then, a bit more bracage needed apparently. Still we're, you know, vaguely sort of getting there-ish. How are you still constantly fucking braking? It just makes no sense. It's a bit weighty, but even so. It's really not weighty enough to... Maybe it is just that bloody heavy. I wouldn't have thought it was though. We have to just be a little bit delicate on the old acceleration front. Oh shit, they're getting underneath it. Yep, they managed to get underneath it again. Okay. You wanna play rough? That's weird. All that armor's been replaced. Well, I have a horrible feeling that what this is going to do is set fire to them, and they're then going to run straight in and set fire to me. Pretty though. Don't get me wrong, it is very pretty, but no, this is clearly not working at all. So we can't really armour ourselves sufficiently. I just don't see there being enough armour in the world for that to work. All that armour just makes everything fall apart. What we're going to need to do instead is just build in a shitload of weaponry. Do I really want to be using flamethrowers for this? Try at least. Let's just see how well flamethrowers work. Not at all. Seriously, what the fuck did you just fall over for? There's a slightly sturdier conveyance, but it's still serious issues. it's surviving. I mean, you can't possibly armour up sufficiently to survive those bastards. And they just bounce off of circular saws instead of dying. I've genuinely never known circular saws to be so ineffective. They normally work perfectly. Still. Now I'm not sure this is actually going to have sufficient ground clearance once it's been armoured up. No, it isn't. I think that is. No, it does indeed have sufficient armour. Clearance rather. Of course, they managed to smash their way straight through all that armour plate in a single hit. I want to see this. And they're walking, they're walking. Yeah, it takes no time at all for them to smash through the armour. They just hack through it like it isn't there. It's amazing. However, they do appear to be defeated by the braces. Oh no, that one got in. Yeah, it just takes them. It's just the way they get in so quickly. This beggars belief. It's definitely a case for a flying machine, I think, purely to prevent them from hacking you apart. And I'll have one more go for a vehicular land-based solution. Otherwise it's back to the precision balloon and just drop down to cut things. And if that drops down to, it's not going to have space. Entirely certain. Yep, they're clearly not going to fit because of reasons. They're not touching the plate. Why are you? Then the damn thing just falls apart regardless. Yep. So, back to the bloom then, because why even bother trying with those farmers, honestly. Circular saw on a piston, possibly? Yeah. All we need to do is cut them down. As long as it takes off before those bastards hack it up. I forget, what's the piston again? Come on, you little fuckers. Come on. There's one down. It's just how amazingly resilient they are. It's the really amazing thing. Is perhaps not the ideal solution, but it's an solution. Beats messing about with indestructible farmers. Let's just chop down a few from over here. I mean, there's just really no upside to bothering attacking the indestructible farmers, is there? Really? Nearly there. A few more branches. There we go. Fuck you, farmers. It's just amazing how they can't be bloody killed. Normally anything that touches one of these blades auto dies. Stomp, stomp, stomp. And you can't even stomp them into death. I've got one there. Oh, and there's another one. Ah, it's just a chicken. Jesus. How one-shotting bits of the machine again. It's just amazing. So they're scarier than the knights are. Anyway, point is, we are done. On to the next zone. Destroy the village. Well, how hard can that be? Let's just immediately head off. I see there is a someone else's vehicular conveyance there. Let's just I mean, this can't possibly be that difficult, can it? Nice quiet little cruise through the village. Okay, apparently that windmill's quite tricky to destroy. Quite a few parts of this are rather tricky to destroy, apparently. But at least we're back to something reasonably peaceful, aren't we? Tell you what, I think we'll take a break from the flying machine and go for something a bit more standard actually. I don't think we're going to need anything too impressive for this, really. It just doesn't seem all that. Taxing. As long as you're able to climb up various areas. Really? You can't quite fit a third one in there? Fine, let's do it. Seriously? Fine. You wanna be like that? Be like that. Oh, did that actually explode or something? That's weird. Those houses not okay. Well, actually, I think I shall save this for next time. I'll just get a billion cannon or something. Actually, just out of pure interest, were we to try it? Well, it certainly destroys many things, but I don't think it's going to get the requisite 90%. No. It's damn well worth a try. Well, it's still going. It's getting up there. It's still destroying stuff. It would be a very lazy way to get the 90%, I have to admit. I think that may well have reached the end of its destructive capabilities. It's damn well worth a try. If you could just get one up onto the windmill and a couple others up to the tops of those buildings there, that would certainly easily achieve the 90% under those circumstances. Well, we got quite high there. Let's give it another go. Mostly because I just love watching that explosion. It's so much fun. That could literally never get old. I do wonder if you could actually probably just make a minor modification. I say a minor modification. Just wonder if setting things on fire would be any more or less amusing. Holy shit. Oh dear Lord. Well, yeah. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Well, thank you very much for watching. I definitely shall end it this time. Ah, screw it, it's just destroy all tents. That's bound to work, isn't it? Apparently not, actually. How many tents are there? There are only 3 left. 3 remaining is just about enough to disqualify it, apparently. 2 remaining. That's some serious destruction there. There is only 1 tent left, I can see. Oh, you could just never get tired of that. Let's have a look at it in slow motion, shall we? Boom. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I think the physics are absolutely fantastic in this game. It's the most fun physics game I've ever played, actually. Certainly beats that goddamned goat simulator. Anyway, yes, thank you very much for watching. We'll pick this up next time.